What are the top 3 quickest emotional manipulation tactics of all time? Here's why you can't afford to not know what they are. You might not have noticed it, but human existence is all about manipulation. As a species, we have successfully influenced other people, events, and environments. Our ability to manipulate is the reason why we're on top of a food chain. I hope you see the truth now. It's kinda ugly, I know, and yet, it's real. Life in general, and dating in particular, are won by the best manipulators. And if you want to win at life, enjoy success, happiness, and control, then you know what to do. You must be a master manipulator. And the fastest way to get up to speed is to know the top 3 quickest manipulation tactics of all. Use them and you'll be manipulating anyone you want right off the bat. I call these the tactical trio, and with it, you too can start winning in love and life. So, what are the 3 manipulation techniques in the tactical trio? First, there's the pattern interrupt technique. This one operates on a simple fact about the human mind, that it's run by sequences of thinking. And guess what? These patterns form our habits, beliefs, and worldview. It's our default setting, and also the reason life feels dull, predictable, and boring. Now, as the technique's name implies, it interrupts these patterns. It snaps other people out of autopilot and forces them to focus their attention on you. Have you ever stopped whatever you were doing when a TV newscaster said, "Breaking news"? That's the power of the pattern interrupt. In that moment of intense focus, people are prone to emotional manipulation. New patterns, beliefs, and emotions are implanted at will by the manipulator. Now, here's the good news. That power can be yours too. Try this. When a woman greets you with a, "Hi, how are you?" reply with something like, "Cinnamon whiskey, never try it." Or some other random statement. She'll stop what she's doing and pay full attention to you. "What?" she'll ask. And then you can have a deep, personal conversation with her, one that will leave a more lasting impression than if you didn't break her pattern. Did you get that? Try it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how well it works. Now, if you're familiar with Shogun method, you'll know I'm talking about intrigue pings. An intrigue ping is a short conversational piece that breaks a woman's attention and directs it to you. Learn to use pattern interrupts and people will pay more attention to you. This works even better on women, especially the ones you want to attract. And as any shogun knows, getting a woman's attention is the first step in seducing her, and pattern interrupts and intrigue pings are what you need to capture her attention. Got that? Great. Now, before we continue, could you do me a favor and click on the like button? Doing that will help us spread the word and reach out to even more guys like you. So, take a moment and click like now. We'll continue with the second technique right after you've clicked like. Done? Great. So here's the second technique. It's called mirroring. What's mirroring? Well, it's a classic psychological trick that's amazingly powerful even today. You simply mirror your target's postures or gestures 3 seconds after she assumes it. If you try it out yourself, you'll soon find your target liking you more. What happened? It's all because of how the human brain works. It's hardwired to make you like people who are like you. And you mirroring your target's movements hacks her brain into thinking she likes you. It's one of those things the female mind can't detect. Like Shogun method, it works on her subconscious mind. Pretty neat, huh? Guess what? Things get even better with the third technique, called verbal mimicking. This one's almost like mirroring, except you mimic her words. Instead of mimicking her body movements, you reuse the same words she uses. For instance, if a woman tells you, "I want a relationship that's laid back and effortless. Like I do my own thing, and my guy had his thing, and we just come home to each other every evening." You can then tell her, "That sounds pretty laid back, alright? And you're right. It would be great to come home to a relationship like that. And the freedom to do your own thing, I think that's the new dream." Easy, right? Just a tip. Avoid parroting her word for word. She'll think you're making fun of her, and you'll get the opposite of what you want to happen. If you mimic her correctly, and you'll soon see her trusting you more. And it's for the same reason, the brain's hardwiring. You know you're doing it right when she starts mirroring your words and actions. In Shogun Method, Derek Rake calls that the rapport inflection point, and it's a clear sign that she's developing real rapport with you, and that's the first step in falling for you. Now it's up to you to make it worth her while, right? So tell me now, which of the tactical trio will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. Type PI if you think pattern interrupt is your game, or M if you want to try mirroring first, or VM if verbal mimicking sounds up your alley. Go ahead and do it now because I'll wait here. Done? Good. There's something I need to tell you about the tactical trio, and it's this. Now, what if there's a fourth technique you can use to put a woman's emotions under your control? And what if I tell you that this technique is even more powerful than all three tactical trio combined? This fourth technique is fractionation, and is what experts use to put anyone's emotions under their control in record speed. It has long been a secret weapon of master persuaders until it got exposed by Derek Rake in his book, Shogun Method. And you know what? Pattern interrupt, mirroring, and verbal mimicking are good beginner tactics, that's for sure. If you want to take things to the next level and get godlike seduction superpowers, fractionation is what you must know. Here's the bad news, though. There are people who want to keep this knowledge secret, and they had been trying to stop Derek Rake from sharing it. The best place to learn fractionation is, of course, directly from Derek Rake. Sometimes, Derek hosts an online masterclass which is free. Other times, however, the masterclass goes offline because of attacks. At the end of this video, the link to the online masterclass will come up. Click on it to see if it's online. If the link doesn't appear, look for it inside the video description. If the masterclass is not available, all you can do is to hope it'll come back, I guess.